the desert, a beautiful oasis in Minecraft, coming with some changes from the Minecon Earth vote. What could it be? What features? What mobs? Stay tuned and find out. Hey there guys, Skippy here for Skippy 6 Gaming. Guys, coming to you from random desert. That was literally what I did. Was I loaded up and I went to a desert because we are going to talk about this, guys. With the upcoming Minecon vote, we are going to be changing some biomes and doing some stuff, and I thought that this video would be a good prelude to talk about what they could be. We're going to do the desert today because that was kind of the one that seems to be getting the most love for this one here, guys. Let's go for 372 likes. If you are one of those dudes, don't forget to hit me up below. So yeah, let's do this. Let's start going, guys. I kind of have a wide open kind of thought process to looking at this, and I hope you do too. So first things first, we got this guy right here. We have a big tweet. This is gonna be coming to Minecon, so we're gonna be making a vote. Which biome do you want to change? Savanna, taiga, desert? It's not going to actually be, so let me clarify this for everybody right now. You can see this tweet from Tanner. This one basically says they are not just updating one. This vote will be for which one they're updating first. So I hope that rests on everybody's mind a lot easier, because for me, I was like, they're just gonna update the desert this year. I don't know. So hopefully things are gonna be happening a little faster. To do desert right, we're gonna have to take a look at what biomes are already in desert. So we have right here, bingo bango, we got desert hills and desert lakes. Looks like we could have villages in desert. I think that means for any of these ones we could most likely have a village, making it a little bit more of a key biome. But as you can see from looking around here, guys, it looks kind of empty. If you ask me, there's some cactus, you know what I mean? There's some twigs, a little bit of water here and there, but not too much. But yeah, it has structures, of course. It has temples. It has desert temples, which can give you some loot, which is pretty cool. But so what we're gonna do right here basically is just do a quick once over of the definition of desert as well, straight from the wiki, just to see what kind of spawns there. Desert biomes are usually vast, barren, lifeless. Only vegetation are cacti and dead bushes. Only passive mobs that spawn here are rabbits and villagers, of course, within villages. Water ponds will not generate in deserts aside from desert lake variants, though lava ponds may still generate. Deserts make up for the barrenness by featuring a relatively large number of structures such as villages, desert temples, fossils, and desert wells. Villages or desert temples may offer loot and refuge. Desert wells may serve as a rare source of water. So I guess that's one way to look at it. We have a desert well right over here, and yeah, so that I guess it's a source of water if you need it. I don't know if in Minecraft you don't actually drink water, so it's not that much. And yeah, so now that we have that, we're just gonna look at the basically right here. We got the mobs that spawn in the desert. So deserts are usually found next to other warm biomes. So generally you won't see deserts kind of pop up next to a swamp, even though you do see it. Deserts may also generate as thin border around badlands biomes should they generate freestanding. Despite the structures, survival in deserts can be very difficult if one does not bring their own resources, as the desert has virtually no resources of its own. Wood logs are obtainable here through dead bushes provide sticks. Water sources can be quite challenging. The other water sources are villages, desert wells, and rivers, and the uncommon desert lakes variants, which I think we're in one right now. At most, zombies spawn in deserts, and variants are replaced by husks. Variants of zombies that inflict hunger and do not burn in the sun, making fighting hostile mobs more difficult as well. So yeah, that's the whole thing right there. So now what is going to come? What will be in deserts? What could possibly come? I have a short list. I have made a short list of what I believe could possibly be on its way for desert upgrades, and this is just my opinion, guys. I'd want to know what you think in the description. Let me know what you think if I've left it out, So let's start with this guy. We're just gonna look at deserts. So the first things first is the scorpion. A scorpion could easily be added to Minecraft. I would say it makes sense. It looks like a spider kind of. They could just add or do whatever to it. I did see a cool comment in one of my videos today that was your boy something. I don't remember the exact name, but he said that scorpions could be added and put in sand, kind of like, how endermites, how they come out of the end, the stone, or Silverfish, I think, even more so. So you know how silverfish pop out of the stone when you break the silverfish stone? That could be something that happens when you break sand. Certain sand pieces have scorpions in them. They're little, and they poison you or do something like that. That makes perfect sense. Easily doable with the model. And yeah, so let's go to the next one here. Camels. Come on, guys. Camels. Definitely doable for a desert. You know, deserts need camels. These are 2-hump variations. You could have 1 hump, 2 hump. I feel, for me, I don't know if it's my first choice because it's just a little bit too close to, you know, llamas and horses and donkeys and, you know, that whole shape of kind of a mob. Even though it is totally doable, you could ride on them maybe for extended periods of time or something like that, kind of similar to what camels actually do on their own. But definitely camels can be added. It seems like it makes perfect sense, but yeah, I don't know. For mobs, that's what I got right there. But in addition, something that could be done very, very easily is right here, quicksand. So already people make quicksand in Minecraft. You could do so with command blocks, which means that they could add this to this game super easily. Basically, sand already acts kind of weird. You could tell when it's a little fuzzy or whatever the case may be, and then, you know, sand glitches and you're stuck in the sand. This happens to Minecraft players all the time. So I feel like it would be easily attained by Minecraft, and I almost feel like this is a guaranteed bet that Minecraft somehow already knows that if they do desert, that quicksand is going to be one of the things. I have to emphasize too, though, is that I don't think quicksand really... They've already made the desert pretty rough. Like, after we read the first part, you could tell the desert's not exactly the easiest or best to survive in, right? Because, you know, there's not that much food, there's not that much wood, not much of anything. And if they were to just add something to make it more difficult, I think that makes it a little bit of a challenge moving forward. So, you know what? Let's see. Quicksand makes sense. Probably, for sure, if they do desert, I would see this happening. But there is other options, and here's the other one. I don't even have a picture of, you know, a Minecraft version of this. Is Sandstorm. So they could easily add Sandstorms to the desert. So again, we're going off the whole process is that, you know, maybe this is a little bit negative because it's another harder thing, but it isn't really that bad. Basically, you can't see. Totally doable. They can use existing code in the game to just make it blur out, kind of like when you put a pumpkin on your head or you do anything that makes your vision blurry or you can't see, and then they just fill the sky with sand particles flying around. You know, at the end of the day, a sandstorm is super desert, right? And it is super doable. So yeah, I feel like Sandstorm could get the victory. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just like quicksand, it's doable. But again, all the things that I've said here really with regards to things for deserts have been kind of negative, right? You know, scorpions. The only one that could be positive, I guess, is camels. So I mean, in addition to that, let's do the last thing. So I wanted to take a look at a possible structure. So deserts already have desert temple structures, so it's probably the least likely to get an actual structure. But this is what I was thinking. This right here, a bazaar. I just took this offline. I don't know where it came from or whatever, but kind of like in magic cards where they have the Bazaar of Baghdad, or, you know, it could be a variant of a village where there's tons of villagers who trade, and maybe these villagers in the bazaar have, you know, maybe they have already upgraded trades. You know, they traded right through to the end. If you find a bazaar, there's, like, you know, a villager in each one of those huts that's already jacked up with some super cool trades. And yeah, that would actually make perfect sense. If I ever thought of a Minecraft idea, this is a really good one. You could even just make it another village or another structure that appears inside Minecraft villages that spawn in deserts, you know, and it's just an extra village, kind of like, you know, a blacksmith or a whatever, and it only appears in desert villages. It's a bazaar. There's going to be deals. There's going to be villagers, you know, do a few smaller upgrades. Again, you can make this match. You know, even in Savannah, you could probably do this and get away with it because any desert style type environment, I think, would be good. So on that note, I was super thorough, guys. We're almost at 10 minutes of talking about it. That said, desert. Are you voting for it? What are you voting for? It is by far, I would have to say that desert is by far the one that most people online are saying, hey, this is the one that you need to do. This is the one you need to change. I'm glad that they clarify that they're going to be doing multiple things in like multiple biomes, because when that video came out, everybody jumped on the like, oh, so you're gonna update one biome for this update. Like, seems a little remedial, especially considering, you know, the stuff that they announced at Minecon last year. Guess what? We still don't have super duper graphics pack at all. We just got the Phantom. So if it's going to be August 2019 and they're like, oh, here's your camels, I don't know. I think the community might have something negative to say about that, but they really did clarify it. So guys, enjoy. I'm going to do another one for Taiga, and I'm going to do another one for Savannah, and we're going to look at some of them. But if I missed one, let me know. And yeah, catch you guys on the next one.